Hello, this is Luis.
Hello, this is Nestor. Today we are going to introduce you our multi-agent system designed to automate business processes and help workers of companies achieve more tasks in less time. We are going to show you our desktop application, which is the interface to the main multi-agent system, and in this case we start talking with the main assistant.
Okay, so most of you might be familiar with other similar applications like ChatGPT from OpenAI or Gemini from Google. In this case, our is different because it contains this tab for goals where the assistant can delegate complex tasks to a broader multi-agent system, which are different tailored things based on the requests that the assistant creates. So now we are going to show one demonstration. So our company is in a situation where we are reaching out to different investors and also applying to some accelerators. So they always request some information about us. So today we are going to show how we provide this workspace on our database in Notion to our agent, which contains these two pages. Here we can see some information about the company, and in the other page some information about the founders. So the task of today is first reading these pages, finding some info about the founders, and then going to LinkedIn to find all profiles with work experience and more details, and compile all this into a coherent About Us page. Okay, so now we send a message, as we would normally do with any AI agent, and now, as we can see, the assistant already created an eval.
Yeah, so once the assistant decides that there is a team that can handle the request, it will dispatch, and here we can visualize what's happening in the goal section. This is the create About Us page goal with the definition of the goal as provided by the assistant, and here we are seeing what the manager of this team created as a plan. The plan is basically a step-by-step sequence that specialized workers will execute. In this case, retrieve content from Notion is the first step that will be executed by the Notion expert. Then, with information gathered in the step above, the LinkedIn expert should be called, which hopefully will gather interesting information like our work experience or things like that, that will be useful to compile the final About Us page, in which again the Notion expert should gather all the previous information and create something that makes sense and is useful for us, which is the final outcome of the whole goal. And now we'll go step by step over the flow.
Okay, so now you can see these buttons where when we click at once, the manager will start. In this case, we use an intelligent model, GPT-4o, to delegate the task to the right worker, in this case the Notion one, which already happened, and now it will create the plan, which contains basically these steps. And at this moment, the worker will start executing step by step all these tasks. So we can go autonomous and we can see. We also have, for now, this model, the fast one, that is calling the specific tools to achieve the different steps. In this case, we use Haiku from Anthropic, and now GPT-4o will validate that the goal has been achieved properly. So first, he got all the pages, he read both of the ones that we provided. In this case, the about the company, and then the one with the social media profiles. And after that, as we say, it will go to LinkedIn and find the info about the founders. So the work has been already provided with all the information that it needs, in this case our LinkedIn profiles, which he doesn't have, but it knows our names, Luis de Chugarriz and Nestor Gonzalez. So now we are going to see the next execution. Same, now is using LinkedIn tool in parallel to search for people. In this case, he will asynchronously and parallel search for both myself and also Nestor. So now we are waiting for the LinkedIn API that is providing us the information. He used this keyword, in this case my name, my surname, same for Nestor, and now is going to retrieve detailed information about our profiles. So again, waiting at this moment for the API from LinkedIn, which will give us back all the details. So there we go, we already called this, and now GPT-4o will validate that all the information gathered here makes sense and satisfy the request. And same, once that we have this, we will see a similar report as in the top one. So there we go. Here, before starting, we can see a little bit what happened with our linker. So mainly, let's say, this is my profile, which contains my summary about me and some information about my work experience we can see here. Same for Nestor. Information about Nestor and also some info about his work experience. And now we start the last goal, which is creating the about aspects. Again, GPT-4o is creating a plan to delegate this to the worker, in this case the Notion one, and we'll do, again, step by step, the task to complete the page. So
it's taking longer because it's compiling a lot of text from before, so it's expected that the last steps will take a bit more.
Okay, so there we go. Now we have a plan and we start again. In this case, it creates just a new page with about us and empty content as it was requested. And now we will see that we will compile the information to create the final page. So now we go again to the intelligent model because this is sensible task and we want to have some very good page. So as you can see, we can tailor the behavior, which one needs to execute each of them. So we can see the content have been added to the page and GPT-4 again is validating that the plan has been successfully completed. Once that we have this, we should see all this goal also completed. Well, let's see first which is the result, and then we should get a notification because normally you will not be managing step by step. So here we go. This is a very complex report of all the steps that have been taken and the information that has been added. If we go one more, this will be the final validation for the different sub-goals that have been created. Once that we have this, we will see the final report and we will go back to our assistant. It's important to know that while now we are showing this, in your normal behavior, maybe you are just chatting with the assistant and this will be happening asynchronously in the background. Exactly. So a lot of tasks can be running here asynchronously. So after all of this, this is the final result. So when you come back tomorrow or any day, you can see all the goals that your agent or your workers have been doing for you. So now we go back to assistant, we can see, he said that the team has completed this task, specifying a little bit more what happened. So instead of first, before answering, let's go back to our Notion and see that everything is okay. So this was the files that we provided at the start, and now let's check about us. So, well, here we have this line, which should not be, but anyways, the important thing is all this compilation. This is the information about the company that he compiled from the first page, specifying what our do does, unique points, info about the social media, and then as we say, these are our LinkedIn profiles, where he specified more in detail our experience about the industry, location, experience, and same for Nestor. So now we have this cool information, which we will refine a little and synthesize it to provide to investors. But I think for now, that's quite good to first.
Yeah, so if we wanted to further process this information, we'll just continue chatting with Aware or giving more detailed prompts. But for now, this is good enough for the demo. So we hope you enjoy the demonstration and we will keep updating.
Yes, stay tuned because the system is very flexible. We only integrated right now 2 capabilities, but the important thing is this hierarchical planning using different providers with quite high intelligence for this one. So a lot of things coming. Bye bye.
Thank you.